What's up, everybody? I am here to do another video that will get upwards of a dozen views. This one is just for me. All right, this one is a song that I love. I've been on a little bit of a kick lately. Ever since I did that Machine Gun Kelly Emo Girl song, I did an MC Lars video to follow up to that, which was sort of talking about the commodification of counterculture, right? Because that's what, at the heart of it, that's what that song was about. Signing emo. It was about finding something that you don't really care about, but that you know you can sell, and figuring out a way to market it to people as a very cynical approach. This song is in a similar vein. It's another white rapper. This one's from Canada. His name is Transit, and I like him. I like him a lot. He's got GEEZE on from, I can't remember the name of his group. I'll have to look it up. I'll tell you at the end. But it's a great song. Very funny video. I think you will enjoy it. Before we get into it, two things, as always. First, I'm not a professional musician. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional reviewer. I just do this because I enjoy it, and I like to share the music that I like with people. And I like to explore new music. And this is a way for me to do that. So if you're looking for an expert opinion, maybe go somewhere else. I don't want you to be frustrated. And then the second part is don't be a dick. This song is not particularly offensive. I don't think it'll be hard on anybody's ears. But you don't have to like it. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my opinion. These things are all fine. I don't mind comments that disagree with me. But I would just ask that we keep it respectful. I try to be respectful to the artists when I'm reviewing these things. I try to be thoughtful. And I would just ask that you give me a little bit of that in return. Got my coffee. Got my espresso. And we're ready to go. So this is I'm So Indie by Transit.
Can you believe Transit? I mean, I used to like him back when no one else did. Yeah, before he made a song with Jan Arden. Jan's so un-indie. So many people know who she is. And that GEEZE guy from Natural Ensemble?
Natural Ensemble.
Not even ever seen Amelie. Shh, here they come.
I'm so indie, I eat organic Pop-Tarts and hang out daily with the local rock stars. I got HD wraparound stolen from my grandma's house. They call me Asian cause I always have my camera out. Me and my crew walk around smelling Sharpie fumes, and I live off the popcorn at the Marquee Room. See, I'm an artsy dude, and we just laugh at those stage strapped like car seat crews. Indie is the term to let them know that we're not idiot. Richie Rich, City Slicks, making poppy kitty hits. So as long as this 5950 fits, I'ma be an indie kid. Peace out to Ricky Smits. I'm so indie, I don't wear plaid anymore. Say red anymore, like that band anymore. Cause I'm too indie to be like that anymore. You can find me in the vinyl at the secondhand store.
I deleted my Facebook. So much drama. I don't even listen to music anymore. I listen to Bruce Chance. The only time I watch TV is Shark Week.
I wear the tightest jeans around, or at least I try to. Everyone does things different, but not quite the way I do. I dropped out of ACAD and flunked my final. Told them not to throw it out though, but instead recycle. I don't eat meat unless it comes with a toy and a Happy Meal. Got a sweater vest with a horse on it from Valueville. Most people walk-ins, you'll notice I'm just standing still, not conforming to these non-conformist people acting real fake. Acting like they're so trendless, but yo, I'll end this. I got a vinyl collection that's endless, and I watch movies from David Lynch that make no sense. It's better to wear glasses that have no lenses, and I can't play my acoustic guitar, but I'm down to learn. Got 12 pictures of it for every month on my calendar. I show off new bands to my friends like I'm that band's manager. Bought a book on how to read a book from Urban Outfitters. I can't grow a mustache, so I drew one on my finger and put it under my nose every time someone takes a picture. People get me mixed up with what's considered hipster, but I'm way too indie for that. Yo, go figure. I'm so indie, I don't wear plaid anymore. Say rad anymore, like that band anymore. Cause I'm too indie to be like that anymore. You can find me at the vinyl at the secondhand store.
I have a Justin Bieber shirt. I don't even actually like him now. It's ironic. Do you want me to put more feather extensions in your hair? No, that's so over. I only wear braided tree bark now.
me to the top of the indie hierarchy, where we listen to Wu-Tang for irony, on our bikes with our snapbacks and pirate tees. So come and fly with me. Cutie is my target objective and market collective. She's smart, introspective, and check out the specs, kid. I mean, like, are those even prescription? You look like Larry King next to the Vixen. I like dubstepping, aha, shake, heartbreak, but hate only by the night. That's so played like my Game Boy played with my knockoff green and black Wayfair shades. I love foreign films, Lauryn Hill, scoring deals on Portland Mills, retweets, Greenpeace, and my friend's recording deal. I love my mustache, buzz pass, corny little love raps. I'm so indie, I thought you knew that. I'm so indie, I don't wear plaid anymore, say rad anymore, like that band anymore, cause I'm too indie to be like that anymore. You can find me at the vinyl at the secondhand store.
Wearing lenses in your glasses is so over. I stopped shopping at Value Village. Now I just steal off the coat racks at the seniors' home. Everyone eats salad. I eat grass. Like a sheep, except I'm not a sheep, you're all sheep.
I really like that song. I have for a long time. I think it's very clever. I think it's very funny, right? But it is also, you know, it's a lot of times. This is. I know I'm stopping myself and restarting. Jesters. All right. This will come back. It'll make sense. I promise. Jesters were allowed to essentially speak the truth to the king in old court, and maybe not all the time. I mean, like, I'm sure there were some jesters that got the fucking shit whacked. But, you know, entertainment was kind of in short supply. So if you got a funny dude, you kind of want to keep him around. And you were able to use humor to get across more serious truths. And that's kind of always been the case. A lot of times, you know, people that tell self-deprecating jokes, right? A lot of times there's some truth in those jokes that is uncomfortable to say without couching it in humor, right? I don't want to tell you how you know, frustrated I am with this thing that's going on in my life. So I'm going to couch it in a joke, because then neither of us have to really acknowledge the seriousness of the situation, right? We can just laugh about it. But it's been addressed, it's been brought up. And that's what Transit does in this song, right? Now, I don't know if he was trying to write a groundbreaking cultural observation or not. But I will say he does make some very valid points, right? And it is this, like, the whole thing about indie culture, hipster culture, what it's supposed to be, is embracing the things that you like, regardless of whether mainstream culture is into it, right? If you like to listen to Celine Dion, go listen to Celine Dion. Don't let the top 40 tell you, well, it's not cool to listen to Celine Dion. And what you will find out is that when you do things your own way, as long as you're not an asshole, right? Like, it's important to not be, as I always say, don't be a dick about it. But when you dress how you want to dress, when you listen to the stuff that you want to listen to, the things that you want to talk about are the things that matter to you, as opposed to just the things that you think you're supposed to care about, a lot of times people will be attracted to that, because what it shows at its core is, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about fitting in, because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in my own persona, right? My personality, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the things that I like, and I don't care if other people think it's silly, right? There's a real attractiveness to that, especially when you're in your, let's say, teens to mid to late 20s, because everybody's fucking worried all the time. All right? The coolest people you know are worried, because they're worried that they're not going to fit in. They're going to do something wrong. They're going to say something that's not cool, or, you know, it's cringe. And then they're going to get taken down for that. And this pursuit of coolness it's dangerous, right? Because there's always somebody cooler than you. Always. Unless Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is, there's probably not too many people cooler than him. Or Matt Berry, right? Those guys are cool. Richard Iowati is another one. Extremely cool. But also very much himself. Noel Fielding. Very much his own person, right? He's weird. He is a weird man. He dresses like a fucking alien. But he wears what he wants to wear. As far as I know. It seems to be that he's just this guy who has a strange eye for fashion. And he just wants to show off what he has. He wants to wear weird stuff and wear gold sparkly boots because he likes how they feel. When you do that, people are attracted to it. And then what happens is you copy it, right? Because I'm going to do what this person that I think is cool is doing. Or this artist or Urban Outfitters, right? This image that they're selling me of cool, which is countercultural, right? It's not what maybe the... a lot of that's changed now, but like, you know, the football players aren't necessarily wearing what the kids into My Chemical Romance are wearing, right? At this point, that has kind of shifted. But you're selling it just to a different audience, a different crowd of people who are like, well, maybe I'm not good enough at a sport or a skill, right? Music or performance or whatever it is, to let that be my identity and just know, you know, be comfortable with myself because I know that there's something I can do well. That's a big deal. Finding something you can do well is huge for your self-esteem. It really is, right? Knowing, listen, people can say what they want about me, but I know that they can't do this thing I can do. That's huge. But what if you haven't found that yet? What if you don't have that mindset? You haven't figured it out. Or maybe you really are just, you know, you're terrible at sports. There are people who are they're just not coordinated and they're not good at music. Well, you got to find something else to be your identity. And maybe it can be being indie, right? Maybe it can be being a hater, right? Oh, I don't like popular movies. You know, I only watch VHS. Why? I just like VHS better. Like, I mean, okay. You know, there are people that do that, and I think it's crazy because why would you make life harder for yourself? You know, you would go back to analog. Go analog, baby. You're so postmodern. I'll have to admit it by saying anything at some point. Anyway, this song is commentary on that, right? I don't care personally what you do, right? Wear what you want to wear. I always tell people, you know, people ask me about my piercings, people ask me about my nails, and I say, look, do it. If you think it looks good, do it. If you want to do it, right? Especially nails and tattoos and hair, or nails and piercings and hair, right? These things are changeable. I can take this out anytime if I want to. I can take out my nose rings. I can unpaint my nails if I need to, right? These things are minor changes that can be made. Tattoos, you know, get whatever tattoos you want, but I would recommend keeping them in a place you can cover them. That's just my personal opinion. But in general, I support, do whatever you want to, wear what you want to wear, dress how you want to dress, listen to what you want to listen to. Don't let other people tell you that, you know, you need to do a certain thing, look a certain way, because you will be more comfortable with yourself. You'll be happier if you don't fake, right? I could make these videos a lot more clickbaity, and I could be, I could be more energetic. I could be more professional. I could like write out a script and stuff, and I could really hammer like and subscribe and comment and share my video. I could really be more successful than I am. I'm sure. But I want to do the authentic thing. Authenticity is really big for me. And the authentic thing for me is I'm sitting here, I'm watching a video, and I'm telling you what I think about it. And there's no fluff, there's no bells and whistles, there's no fancy editing. I'm not trying to fool you into liking me or liking my videos. I'll say stuff that's controversial, not to be an asshole, but because I think it's true, right? I will talk about politics, and I will talk about art and things that I think are important because I think they're important. And if people don't like that, that's okay with me. I don't rely on this to be my income. I have the freedom to do that. And some people like that. Some people like the authenticity. And some people like polish, right? And there's nothing wrong with polish. Someday, maybe if this channel gets big enough, I will be more polished. I'll get someone to do little intros and stuff. But I just want to do it without the artifice, right? I don't want to fake it. I just want people to understand what you're getting this is it. This is what I have to say. These are my actual thoughts, right? I'm not trying to polish it up. But faking authenticity, people can tell. Not to go back to MGK, but people can, like, and I know, he likes that music. Everybody that I've interacted with who listens to MGK is like, yeah, he's been very clear throughout his whole career that he loves pop punk. Blink-182 is his favorite band. That's all well and good, right? I'm not trying to dismiss his inner self. But I think his PR team, I think his management and marketing are not doing him any favors because it doesn't feel authentic. Whether or not it is, whether or not he's making music that he's really excited to make now with this, shift from rap into pop punk, I don't know. I mean, I think he's into it. I think he wants to make that kind of music, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him that he gets to do that. But it's not grimy enough, right? It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel. It feels very polished. It feels like a really sanitized version of what pop punk is supposed to be, which is, rebellious and crass and challenging to cultural norms. He just looks like a really pretty guy who is doing pop punk music, and that he doesn't have to work for it because he's got money. And credit to him. I'm happy that he's got money. I'm not here to knock that, but like, he's not a guy that you're gonna go see asking for gas money at a venue with 35 people in it, right? I went to a show. Well, I'll tell the story in another video, maybe. Anyway, that's all. I really like this song. I think that there's a lot in there that's beyond just the funniness, beyond the silliness of the lyrics. I think there are some real things to take from it that you can apply to your life and say, I want to find out. I want to find out what I really like. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know what they like, what they want to be, who they want to be, because you spend so much time trying to fit in so that you don't get mocked, made fun of. Look, I got picked on when I was a kid. I wanted to be popular really bad. I wasn't allowed to be popular. My family, I wasn't allowed to wear the things I wanted to wear. I wasn't allowed to go to concerts that I wanted to go to. So, I pretty much just had basketball. That was my thing that I got to be good at and feel good about myself doing. But I wanted to be cool. I didn't want to get picked on. I got picked on for everything when I was a kid. And it sucks. It really does. But finding out about yourself, finding who you are, the kind of person you want to be, it's valuable. And it helps you to be more comfortable in your own skin. And then the insults, they don't hurt as much because you don't, okay. You don't like my music, that's fine. I like it. You don't have to. You don't like the way I dress. Well, that's okay. You don't have to like the way I dress. I like the way I dress. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you've seen some of my wild shirts. I have a pair of horse pants. They have horses all over them. They're Dolce & Gabbana. I got them at a thrift store. Some of my favorite pants. They look really weird, but they're fun. I enjoy them. Find out for yourself. What motivates you, what makes you happy, and then pursue it, and don't worry about what other people think about it. As long as you're being nice, right? If what makes you happy is hurting other people's feelings, maybe go into stand up, but don't pick on your friends, right? So with in moderation. That'll do it for this one though. I've rambled for a while. If you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe. Although if you've made it this far in this video, you're already subscribed because those are the only people that watch these videos. The videos I do of big artists, they get a lot of views. The videos I do of artists that I listen to, not so much. But yeah, leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought of the song. Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water and be good to each other.